loves to multitask, so, you know.
Yeah, it's not like I'm, playing D&D, painting, making costumes, and playing Pokemon at the same time.
I'm not actively making costumes at the moment, but I have been working on it.
I haven't.
Sean hasn't.
I haven't.
Hello! And welcome to the stream.
Hello!
Hello, everyone!
My name is John, and welcome to this final boss fight nerd night. I'm stretching out the intro this week for no reason whatsoever, but I'm going to say it very slowly like this. And we're going to be playing some D&D tonight. It's Storm King's Thunder session, which everybody's been really waiting for. It's apparently been a very long 2 weeks in some people's lives as we wait for the as we've waited to get back to the cliffhanger that we ended last session on. I am joined by Tanny, Sean, Michael is here.
Arigato! No, hang on, that's thank you. Konnichiwa!
Mushi Mushi. And Queen Creeps is here.
Do how?
We're waiting on Geoff, who's running a little bit late. And, yeah.
Fuck you, Geoff.
We're going to be playing some D&D. And Maddie,
throughout this week,
Maddie has just launched straight into it. Please, guys, friends, lovely people you are, don't throw Talon off the airship.
I'm not planning to.
I promise nothing.
in the middle of it.
Superior Iron Spider 55 has just joined the FBF party. Welcome to the party. Take up your sword and let's take this final boss fight down together.
I recognize you. Hello.
I recognize you, you son of a bitch!
I recognize you. Haven't you taken over Spider-Man using a small spider-like Octobot thing and are now trying to be a...
Yeah.
Excuse you, Sean. Martin is in another campaign. Hey, Churro Bird.
Oh, look, that's my friend. Hey. Yeah, I told you all my friends are coming to watch this tonight.
Churro says, ooh, ooh, hi, Queen. Heart.
Hi.
Ooh.
I don't have any friends. I've killed them all.
Hey, don't kill my
Superior
friends.
Iron Spider has also subscribed on the YouTubes. Apparently, thanks. Thanks a lot, Superior Iron Spider.
Oh, thank you.
God damn it. Stupid bloody
Churro Bird says, Churro Bird says to you, Michael, no friends. Guess again, buddy. I'm your pal now. Aggressively
Yay!
friendshipping.
In brackets, it says hides knife behind back.
Attaches
Or
to
puts-
the face.
We're going to get on with some
Like a
D&D,
barnacle.
but, we've had some nice time to talk to the chat because we're waiting on one of the people who's running a bit late.
We're filling time!
Apparently. There, Michael. We'll all be your friends as long as you don't kill us, says Maddie.
Absolutely fine.
Well, actually, since we have new people watching, so we can stall the time more, could we have like a reintroduction of everybody?
Captain Awesome Pyro!
Yeah, what did I just say? More people!
Welcome to the final boss fight. Take up your sword and let's take this final boss fight on together.
Hi, Pyro!
Okay, welcome to Dungeon...
I need to do something to Talon as we speak.
Shall I just open the wiki page that I have and read the whole backstory?
Don't read the whole
Once
campaign.
upon a time.
Once upon a time.
At the dawn of the
Hello,
time,
Pyro.
there was.
To
story.
hours later.
Okay, I'll do the quickest recap I can. In our team, we have a gnome, a dwarf, an elf, and 3 humans. One of them's dying of the death curse, and one of them's about to be pushed off a boat. There's your story.
Several days later.
Yeah.
Previously
That's what it is.
on Storm King's Thunder, you guys
Last time on the Walking.
You guys have gone. You are on a quest at the moment for the Oracle of the Allfather, the Eye of the Allfather. The Oracle at the Eye of the Allfather has requested you go and collect giant relics. And you've set out into the world to do such a thing, and you've collected most of the list by this point.
Yay! Hey.
Good.
At the last one, you found a giant skull under a tree, but unfortunately it was filled with dark necromantic energies that were stopping the chieftains that had been buried at the site from crossing over into the afterlife, and their vengeful spirits, confused as to why they were still being held in this plane of existence, attacked you as they attack any living creature that approaches their tree.
They were going inside everyone and not in the fun way.
They used their horrifying visages to cause you to be frightened by them, and unfortunately Talon, your friendly assassin rogue character,
Himself.
took the full brunt of the mystical attack and wound up aged 40 years, becoming an old man of 75. Using a magical item that had been squirreled away in his pockets until Briar had managed to steal it earlier that very session. He de-aged himself to 35 once again. Hello, Star Princess HLC.
Stop!
Talon's getting to that age where, he's getting up carpet poles. He's doing puzzles.
He's really enjoying
taking up
puzzles.
crochet.
He's really enjoying crosswords right about now.
He's suddenly his pockets are filled with Words originals.
all over the place. He's not sure when he bought them, but he knows he must have done at some point. He used the wristband of mutability, a magical item he's kept secreted about himself and not been using, to de-age himself to his rightful age of 35. But it was after you managed to escape the ghosts, Yaghol remembered that a casting of Greater Restoration would permanently de-age him to the correct age, as his current age is still technically 75, even if he looks and acts and feels 35 using the wristband of mutability. The one thing the wristband of mutability does not affect is the longevity of the creature wearing it, aka he is still 75 in terms of when a human ceases to live from being old. He does not own any walking canes that I know of. Yes, Tanny.
We're not playing Elite Dangerous.
We're not playing Elite Dangerous. We're not
playing Elite
doing
Dangerous.
that thing.
This is a completely different
I
type
completely forgot that we're not playing that. Let me go and tell Twitch that we're not playing that game. Bear with me just several seconds. We're not playing that game. Bear with me just several seconds. Dungeons and
So bad.
Dragons.
Me!
God.
What? Fuck? Wait.
Oh, sorry, you're probably hearing the stream on the stream right now. I just muted that.
Oh, Shannon just joined the group. Shannon just joined the Discord.
We are now. Oh, sorry, sweaty.
There we go, we're now playing Dungeons and
The
Dragons.
Discord and then left.
What am I also trying to do in here? What is it I want to do? Oh, it's not in there, is it?
Only you have the answer to that.
It's the fact that we're not actually also the Tomb of Annihilation.
We're not.
We'll get it right eventually.
Eventually we'll get there.
Yeah.
Don't know why I'm saying anything like this.
Ooh.
Yep, we're back.
How was everybody in the chat this week, Uwu?
I don't know.
Are you all good, Awu?
Me six, you're not meant to be doing that.
It's fucking Vinnie Jones trying to be cute.
Oh, love you too, Churro.
I used to be good until you talk like that. Yaghol remembered that a casting of Greater Restoration would permanently de-age him as long as it was cast upon him within 24 hours of the ghost's abilities taking effect. Whereupon you studied the map of the Greater Sword Coast area and determined that the best location for that was Hawk's Nest, a location between Sundabar and Silvery Moon, where you had previously stayed. Your airship took flight and you flew with great speed to Hawk's Nest, whereupon as you were descending on the fortress city, the small fortress village, really, an arrow shot up from the ground and embedded itself in the side of the boat.
So he annihilated it down.
Talon, using his dexterous rogue-like abilities, snuck over the edge of the ship and plucked the arrow out of the side of the ship and took a ring from it. Curator of Universe. Hello.
Hello.
That's my friend too. All of my friends are here. None of your friends are here. Oh.
My friends are here. You're my friend. And he's my friend.
Yeah, I was going to say, all my friends are in the room talking to me.
And Maddie's here.
And Maddie's in the chat, so yeah.
Whereupon he snuck down, took the arrow out of the side of the ship, and hid what was on it. For what was on it was, in fact, a Zentarum ring. Unfortunately, Briar managed to pick his pocket once again, managing to roll exactly the same thing two more times.
That beat him the first time.
Briar managed to sneak the Zentarum ring out of his hands and took it to Fenthwick to show what it was that Talon was hiding. Whereupon you all confronted Talon, who merely said, "I feel my past is coming to meet me."
Da da da.
And that is where we pick up this week.
So
We would pick up when I never fucking gets it.
So
is true.
Talon says,
You know, we're just talking to him and like.
I have been authorized with correct things to say for Talon.
I have been authorized to kill Geoff's character. It's fine.
I can imagine like Talon's just standing there. We're just like, Briar's just like, tell us what you're doing. He's just standing there like that, just not saying like when a character just paused.
Yeah.
Just...
I like to think that it's kind of like before. Before you shoot a drama or anything like that, it's just everyone's like sitting around on deck chairs, the craft services is there.
Everybody's kind of got the dressing gowns on.
Yeah, everyone's in costume, but they've got like something covering the top of it, so they're not fucking looking completely stupid.
I would like to point out that when I filmed completely stupid fantasy adventure things in the forest, I never covered the costume up. But
neither would I. Why would you want to do that?
But
you look fabulous.
Also, that was mostly because my costume, being a 1 male 2 wizard, was about 15 layers to begin with, and filming in the middle of summer, it was enough to wear the 15 layers of very warm jackets and long sleeve robes and things. And in the winter, it was fine because everybody else was freezing their butts off, and I was like, sup, I'm a wizard.
I'm toasty warm, bitches.
I'm
I'm a
real
dragon.
That's the point. Where the fuck's my pad? Here it is.
So Talon says, I feel like my past is coming back to greet me.
I kick him off the boat. No, I don't. What we all done if I just suddenly got a run up and just did like a flying drop kick?
I'd make you roll for it.
This is
I'm trying to stand there with my arms out, like, no, don't do this. But because I'm too short, the feet just go in my head. Just like, well, I
To be
tried.
fair, Yakol, you're shorter than he is. No, he is shorter than you are.
I am.
Yeah, pretty short.
I'm shorter than you are.
Fenthwick is
Oh,
an elf.
well, there you
so...
go then.
No.
I still don't know what's going on. I don't know what is on, So I
Should
feel
we
like
go on to that the roll 20
Might
page?
help.
That might be an idea.
it would be
Yeah.
a good idea, wouldn't it?
Well, I was looking at the chat. I was looking at the chat on the stream.
I'm going to actually turn over to...
No, we're not talking about Persona.
Here's the map.
Here's the map.
Because I have, for the last couple of times, forgotten to actually turn over to the map when fights start, so...
Yeah.
Fenthwick and Seraphine
Okay,
understand the short life. # short people problems.
We do.
Right.
Short.
Me!
Bro fists, Seraphine.
Churro Bird says, wear heels.
Where?
Where heel? Oh my god. Do not put the image of Fenthwick in heels in my head.
I was actually saying to Maddie last night that when she comes over for MCM, she needs to bring Queen some platform shoes so that she can be the same height as, like, Amy and Maddie can be the same height.
Yeah.
And she was saying that if she brought platform shoes over, she'd be wearing them, and then she would tower over Queen like everybody else does. I suggested that
you're
that maybe what we really need
Stop being mean.
is everybody having specifically heighted stilts, so that we're all the same height as Sean.
Stop.
You could all get those. You know those things you used to get as a kid with a bucket and a string on them.
But all
Just get
slightly
them.
different heights, so that everybody, no matter how high they are,
Slightly different height.
is the same height as you. Obviously, you don't need a pair for that, Sean.
Yeah.
I'll just get a pair just to fuck you. I'll secretly get a pair just to fuck with you all. Yeah, we're all the same height, and then I come in.
Okay.
He's running up the road.
Running up the road.
Literally running up the road.
Come on, you can do
Imagine.
this.
He's like, I gotta get back. I gotta go to a D&D session.
It's like, I need a hero is playing in the background.
They're gonna kick me off the boat.
Need a hero!
Yeah, chat. Any questions before Geoff gets here and we actually start the game for proper?
Yeah, anything you need clarifying, we will answer it right now. While Jeff's going Sonic
Oline
speed.
Speed Games,
For
thank you
those
for
that are
following me on
watching-
Twitter.
Move.
Yay.
For those that watch John, I'll give you a super crown, like imaginary super crown.
Imaginary
Yeah, and you
super
turn into Bowser. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
No! Fuck you! Get that
you
bastard
don't
shit out
turn
of
into
me.
Bowsette, though, do you? You turn into whatever you are at. Like,
Exactly. So
you
I'll
turn
turn
into Michael.
I'll turn
Michaelette.
into-
Type in this.
Oh.
I'm gonna type this in for Queen.
Romadad.
Ramadan.
Roma dead. Oh god.
Can you imagine Briarette?
Briarette.
Just
Older version of
She'd
like
be like
Briar.
really mopey because Briar hates the idea of wearing a dress, so she'd just be a little mope. Oh god. Anyways,
Yeah, anybody need anything clarified that we've said? Any D&D stuff that we can talk about?
Yeah.
Any character
Characters.
things that you want to know about?
I like character talking.
any comments of the fact that Fenthwick's a midget?
Fenthwick is a
Okay.
gnome and
I
he is
see
a
good look
perfectly ordinary
Like
height
one
for a gnome.
Queen.
Well, that's it. The first thing he's going to do is going to turn into a giant on the boat.
Can you stop?
Briar already is a girl. Says.
Yep.
Yes, she is.
I mean, she has the bracelet, so she could turn into a boy whenever
Yeah.
she wants. The moof epidemic. I do not know about the moof epidemic.
I mean, do you know about the moth epidemic?
I do, because Sean won't stop shouting.
It's a big epidemic.
What? Yeah, what? I don't know what it. I don't know where it's come from. Though I'm confused. I am
it's just a
confused.
massive. It's just a massive moth.
The constant, never ceasing off me.
Maddie says,
the best-
"Hey,
the
Fenthwick is beautiful
best-
just the way he
The best
is."
one is when.
I'm lovely with his rainbow hair
no,
and shortness.
No, I'm a midget.
Shush your face.
No,
That was the
no.
first thing- Oh, come on, that was the first thing Bryce said to him, and he still loves her.
So I got a new book. Table Fables.
Let me read it to you.
I could read it to you,
It
but
was the best of times. It was the worst
It-
of times.
it's really not the book you kind of just sit down and read.
Not really.
If you're running a D&D game, this is a really useful book. It's called Table Fables, and it's filled with tables of things to roll on.
Nice.
So it's got things like
Random shit.
it's got things like character traits. It's got things like disabilities that your character might have. So things like your character might be easily distracted, or very timid and shy, or an impulsive flirt like Queen Creeps.
Fuck you! I feel called out.
Queen.
Character backgrounds, such as apparently the one that Briar has. Your past is a mystery to you.
Don't need to get Roman a boyfriend.
I apparently need to give Romad a boyfriend. Hello?
What do you think that tiefling was?
He's here!
He's here.
Hello.
The stream is saved!
We can actually...
Fucking time!
Okay, breathe. Breathe. Breathe.
Alright,
Oh,
let's do this.
I think I did that run in about 10 minutes. It normally takes me about 15.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Breathe.
Will be.
Oh, what's...
Get a drink.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all about to push you off the boat.
Maddie says, Talon, defend yourself. Churro Bird says, slurp the good water.
So what? So
The good one.
what have I
You
missed?
missed not.
we did the intro, and then they wouldn't let me start without you.
Ah, thanks,
So-
guys.
We employed expert stalling tactics.
Well, I mean, Queen provided
distracted everyone with my
expert delaying tactics of inviting all of her friends, and so we've got a lot of new people in chat.
Thanks everybody who's watching. Right.
Right, let's start.
Let's do this. Let's go.
Character of the universe is imploring that you breathe.
Captain Awesome
Alright, let's go.
Pyro says, commit liquid, go reach throat.
Don't reach throat.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So,
Let's do the thing.
Talon has just said, I think my past is catching up with me. Go. And scene.
The breathing kind of works here. You guys see that city over there? That's Sunderbar. That's where
He
I grew
points
up.
out to the horizon, and it's too far away for you actually to see it, but you can see a road that leads off in that direction.
I ran away from home when I was about 12. I was going to live on the streets, but these two people, Astrid and Zane, they took me in. They looked after me. They were looking after a lot of homeless kids. It was Zane who taught me how to live in the shadows, how to hide myself. Astrid looked after me, made sure we had a home to come back to. Zane who introduced me to the Zentarum. Yes, I joined them. Yes, I did work for them, but not anymore. One night there was a fire. The local clinic caught fire, and Astrid, she, and Talon starts. A tear escapes Talon's eye at this point.
And a tear has escaped Maddie's eyes as well.
Well, that's it. You've already killed Maddie. Thanks.
After a couple of seconds to compose himself, I found out later the Zentarum were involved. I turned my back on them that day. I never wanted to see this place again. I thought I was done with the Zentarum, but it looks like they've caught up with me. The reason I didn't show you the ring, I didn't want any of you to get mixed up in this. This is my fight.
Son of a bitch.
And scene.
And scene.
Fine.
And Talon just sags back.
No.
Fine. Okay, fine. I believe you.
Fine.
What's up?
I don't know what to
Okay.
say here.
And Twix says.
Staring. Like how Fry does. Tell if you're bullshitting or not.
But I don't understand. How do they know you're here?
I don't know. The only thing I can think is that there's entire eyes everywhere. And we've been making some big waves. And we've got an airship, for crying out loud. How many people have an airship?
She goes over and hugs him.
Please don't be upset. It's not your fault.
I hug her back.
I just got
Yay.
up to Talon. I said, "For all that, buddy, I'll believe you for now. So one small little, mishap, I'm kicking your ass off the ship. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
If we're like on the ship, we're not on the ship anyway. I'll burn you to death anyway." So.
Oh, fuck you. Fucking no.
Airships.
Sorry, now
Clear, Chariter. Airships are a
We're
little
here-
bit unusual in the world.
Oh, okay.
There are some.
We're here for one reason, and one reason only. Some.
There are a few of them.
There are-
They aren't a commonplace thing.
It's a rarity.
Okay.
Well, we're here for a reason, aren't we? So
I'm
let's just.
still staring at Talon.
We need to do what we need to do here, correct?
Yes.
So let's just do what we need to do, and then get out of here before any trouble happens.
We'll be quick. Yeah.
And then
We just-
us, we're gonna have
We
more.
just hide in the shadows.
We'll keep an eye on Talon as well.
Briar, Talon,
I just pat him on
Yaghol,
All
the,
of
sh-
that.
I just pat him on the
Briar,
shoulder.
Talon, all of you.
Mhm.
Can everybody make me a perception check? Talon, you're at disadvantage.
Why is Talon at disadvantage?
He's
Because
He's
I'm
crying
crying
his
my
eyes
eyes
out
out.
right now.
Child.
Perception.
First,
Money. We need
Septured, and I
tissues.
still make. Oh, that's a 2GM. Sorry, can you take that one? I need to switch mine to.
Oh yeah, that's
I
fine.
forgot that I got my
Jesus.
black stone.
Never mind. You didn't see the first one I did to
Jesus
GM.
H. Christ, you guys. Everybody except Yaghol, who's apparently too deep.
I wonder
Too
why.
deep in his emotional speech, bolstering Talon's feelings.
religion stuff.
Two.
Mason stalls.
You had to, didn't you? You had to.
Yeah.
There are two flying shapes coming up from the city below. They are knights wearing full plate metal armor, riding on the back of griffins.
Ooh.
And they are approaching you.
Ooh, not so good.
Benwick, have you seen a griffin yet?
They're a monstrosity. I can't turn into them.
Oh, what a.
that'd have been useful.
That
That'd
would
have
be
been
great.
useful.
I know it would have been useful. Technically, I can turn into one anyway with polymorph. But
But.
Oh wait,
Have you seen the two animals they're made up of? Can you like combine them together?
just flop on the floor with like the head of a fucking lion and the fucking back end of a fucking eagle.
What is going on in the chat? What have you guys done?
the religion count hit 69.
Bounty Baron.
We can't do that. There's children.
A meal for
Briar,
two.
I cover Briar's ears. Briar, don't listen to this.
Scar has
Try.
arrived. You
What does it mean? It's a silly. It's a silly biscuit. She just starts going. Oh, does it? You're a 69.
one
Oh,
of
no.
the one of
She would
one
do
of
that.
the
Actually.
knights approaches the airship from behind.
As in coming like this
Coming
way.
round from the back of the ship and basically sort of matches speed to fly next to you and shouts across. Hail, crew of the Clouth 2. What is your business?
Oh.
What?
Nothing. Bye.
We're here to visit one of your temples.
We seek a cleric for one of our companions.
I got something right here, guys. New ship. Who dis? Sorry, guys. I should be quiet. It's good. Kids are going to bed for school in the morning.
Please put your airship down on the outskirts of town and make your way inside peacefully. We will escort you down.
Okay.
I think we can do that.
Yeah, that's okay.
You can never pin me down.
Wait, is the airship going to be safe?
If not,
We can
we'll
guard
protect
it for you.
We can leave Luna here. She'll protect it.
Oh yeah.
Luna agrees to this.
Fine.
Okay.
Oh, Where's my girl? Where's my friend?
She's protecting the boat.
Depending on who playing this Luna, where is
She's
she?
spending time with her mum.
Where is she? I tried to convince John to convince her to just get her mum to roll a character up so she could just play with her.
Oh my god.
She can play Kaylee as mum.
So the two griffins fly either side of you and escort you down.
Fucking jet escort, Jesus Christ.
Welcome.
I'm gonna do something really quickly, guys. So just
And
Right, everybody remember
Bryce,
where we've parked.
Okay, we're near two big mountains.
Locking it.
as they lead you off of the as they stand at the airship, they introduce themselves. Where's the page on names?
Quick, get the dice out. What are these people's names?
What are these people?
Keyleth, no, that's the wrong one.
Damn it! I tried to open the wrong thing.
He introduces himself as Ferric.
Oh, there we go.
Eric.
Ferric.
Ferric?
Right, I'm Ferric. I have joined
Ferric?
again. Can anyone hear me well?
We can hear your beautiful voice.
I've changed to the tablet now because I don't like. That means I can dispute the one on my laptop.
He introduces himself
Let's
as
go.
Ferric Swiftsword.
Ah, hello, ferret.
Ferric Swiftsword.
It might be worth not doing the whole name wrong evening as the god.
Call him Sir. They like that.
Oh boy.
What was his name again?
Ferric the
Ferric
Swiftsword.
Swiftsword. The Swift
Yes.
Sword. Middle name the.
Ferric.
It's the Ferric T Swiftsword.
Well,
He
shut
works
up.
for the Lord.
Guys, don't, because I will mess his name up.
He works for the Lord of Hawk's Nest, Arthas Cavillos. Spammels, no.
What?
Spammo.
Swiftsword was his nickname in
Don't
school
do
because he
that.
had premature ejaculation issues.
Oh, for
Also,
Thanks
also
for showing
hello,
up,
Spammel.
Spammels.
It's been a while.
For making premature ejaculation jokes
It's been a
in
while.
the chat. Thank you.
you're so kind to us.
Stop
I'm-
teaching. Stop
Yes.
teaching Brian new things.
I'm waiting for my work here is.
He works for the Lord of Hawk's Nest, Arthas Cavillos, who took a great interest when an airship appeared over the town.
Can't think why.
And would like to meet you.
Well, shit. Who wants to be in charge of this shit?
Do we have much of a choice in the matter?
I shall raise my hand as
yes,
tribute.
you
Go for it then, buddy.
They're pointing things at us.
They point at me. Everyone points at.
Brian,
This
you
guy.
asked that. Yes, you are free to do as you wish. You're not in any trouble.
Cool. I'm just gonna like.
Unspoken addendum to the sentence. Yet.
He just took an interest.
Don't make games with me, boy.
We can, if you don't want to meet with Arthas, we can show you to a temple. We can show you to a. We have 3 temples in the town.
Can I ask what temples are they? Do we know what temples they are?
One of them is dedicated to Helm, one of them is dedicated to Torm, and one of them is dedicated to Tyr. Curbster232, thank you for the host.
Oh my god, more friends.
Friends.
Torb. And who was the third one?
Helm,
Sorry, I need to look something
Torm,
up real
and
quick
Tyr.
for read.
Helm, Torm, Tyr.
Yeah.
I'll go for the first two.
Well, I don't know anything about religion, so just any, I guess.
And okay, John, can I bring you into play? Just
Can
one of the
you
minor
bring
things.
what into play?
One of the bits in my backstory, out of character. One of the bits in my backstory,
Okay.
please.
Do it.
Can I say Helm is the one who owes me a
You
favour?
can say that.
Okay, that's locked in.
No, no, you can't.
They can also offer one tavern, or there are 2 spacious and cozy inns
Ooh.
where you can
Ooh.
where you can spend the night in slightly more comfort than the airship.
Well,
Sounds tempting.
It is rather tempting,
But
but
We kind of need to just go and go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd prefer. Yeah, Talon says I prefer not to stay here any longer than we have to.
Same.
Okay.
we just want to get one thing and just go.
So we
lead the way. I just start following these guys.
Where are we
just-
taking?
I just updated my background with that.
Well, you need to actually tell them where you want to go.
Sorry, me. Yeah,
I thought you
guys.
said
He hasn't actually said it in
No,
character
that's me
yet.
saying that. Talon says, guys. No.
All right.
Right, everyone, take me to the Temple of Helm. They'll help us.
Okay.
you heard the man. I follow along.
Let's go.
For a start, hello, Sean. Welcome to Lurking. And Curbster232 says, expect DMs later, Queen.
Oh, fuck you.
Just popping in to say hi before he goes do foxy things. Up.
Stop reading the chat. We have dramatic shit to
Update,
do.
Scar can now breathe. They lead you to a small temple with the holy symbol of Helm over the door, which, if I had thought to look it up in advance, I would remember what that one was.
Helmheim. We're in hell now, guys.
Which is a gauntlet with an eye on the back.
Yes.
Looks cheap.
And they say, feel free to... They'll point you in the direction of one of the taverns and suggest... Chariter of the Universe has just cheered. Thank you for getting your bits out.
Hooray.
Yay.
That sounds so wrong.
it does.
God damn it.
You're at the temple. They point the way to... what was the name of the tavern? The Spiked Gauntlet, which is just down the road. And they say that, you can get some food from there. Oh, what's that?
Cool.
Character of the Universe, thank you for the follow.
Go that
Welcome to the final boss fight. Take up your sword, and let's take this final boss fight down together.
go and
After you.
We're gonna die as well. We're gonna die after this.
They lead
so-
you. They lead you into the temple, or they take you to the door of the temple, and then they take their leave.
Okay. Bye.
It should be appearing on the screen.
Get out of here.
So just kick.
Still looking at the airship, is that
Yeah,
right?
I don't have a don't have a
Okay.
map
Okay.
for literally everything, unfortunately. I'm gonna switch back over to the.
Talon looks around at the others and pushes the doors open and enters the temple.
We just walk in badass.
As I walk in, I make illusory jump.
Did you? Oh my god, that again. I just
Ooh,
fireworks out. Fireworks happen as well while he walks in.
Briar just looks very unamused.
Guys, this is
You
serious.
walk inside, and it's
I'm serious
it's
enough.
a marble temple, small. It's It's an out of the way temple. It's a small village. You know, it's there's not a lot of people here, so it's not a huge town temple. It's a small, out of the way worshipful site. And one of the clerics will come up.
Oh, sugar.
Sup?
Greetings.
Hello
I'm waiting for him to greet us.
Greetings. The Watcher bids you
greetings.
welcome.
I
Hello
don't want
there,
to be
brother.
Hello there, my fellow cleric.
Ah, hello.
Farmer?
Let's just wave at him furiously, just like I shake
He
his hand.
shakes your hand back again.
Ah,
The Watcher has much time for friends of the Morning Lord.
fantastic! It's always nice to see a good friend of Lathander.
What can we do for you this day?
You need
We
to
all
break a
look at
curse.
Talon.
This guy's
We all look
old.
at Talon.
He wasn't old before.
Yes, I was hit by an aging curse. I look 35. I'm actually 75.
Do you take
I
the
want to
ring
be
off
35 again.
to show him?
It's
you
not
take
a
off
ring.
the ring.
It's
Oh,
not
no,
a ring.
it's a thingy, innit?
Yeah, do you want,
Bracelet.
Bri- do you want Brad to give him back the bracelet?
I'll have the thingy back.
Right, she passes the bracelet back.
I put the bracelet on and I press the red button for reset.
And suddenly,
Ouch.
once
that
again,
hit
you are 75. And pockets are filled with Worth's originals again.
Full of sugar, have the medicine
Does that
go down.
count as a
That does count as a charge,
or is that
yes.
fine? Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yep, I'm willing to like spend money on this.
No,
the
I
Talon.
mean that counts as a charge on the bracelet.
The bracelet is now one charge less than what it was
That's
before.
not the right
Damn it.
character sheet.
Fair enough.
Okay. I want to
1
This is
minute,
the
my
cleric.
KBS has just gone
I want
down.
to the Temple of Helm.
Fucking times.
I'm just trying to make small talk with this cleric now, you know.
So, how's the weather?
That kind
So-
of.
Has anybody seen my Zimmer frame?
Bear with us. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
OBS
No.
just disconnected.
Oh.
Talon,
God damn it.
tell us an old man story. Tell us or don't mention the
Which war? There have been several. That's the point, though. If I'm now 40 years old, do I get 40?
as they say, when you get older, you get more.
You just slept for 40 years.
You just start going to
Well,
sleep.
there was this ghost one time, and he looked at me, and I felt all funny.
You,
Are
just start,
you okay there?
you start telling us a story, and then you just go, "Oh God, he's gone back to sleep." Oh no, what are we gonna do?
Meanwhile, the cleric is looking. Do you want something or what? What do you want me to do?
We're just just
There
waiting
we
to our
go.
GM, Mr. Cleric.
There's a bloopy noise.
We good?
That's me, sorry.
Hello?
It just disconnected. It's reconnected now.
Again.
We
So we good?
seem. Are we live again, guys?
Oops.
We are.
I think
I'm just waiting for an
I'm waiting
advert to
for
go.
it's waiting more than.
Oh,
We'll give you.
Sorry,
Well,
guys.
I'm not even on the Twitch because it won't let me sign in.
you're alive. It's a miracle.
Yep,
Cool.
we're live.
We're back.
While we were disconnected, everyone died.
Yeah, it
in
was a great
Mm.
accident. It was
Surprise.
horrendous.
Right. Let's do
Right.
it.
Where were we? Oh
okay,
yes.
I think I can see what you need
Talon,
help with.
yeah. Talon says to him, I want to perform this service for the Temple of Helm. They offer me one boon in return. I ask you to remove this curse.
Well, if this is true, I'll go and speak with the head of the temple, and we'll see what we can do. And he walks away.
Well, guys, I've no idea what it is yet. So.
Oh, okay. That was literally about to be my next question.
We'll get to that in a future backstory.
I haven't got that far yet.
You bought the groceries one time.
Now I need to look up exactly what Helm does and what they like. So.
Helm is.
So I've got the page open here, so
Yeah.
don't need to.
God of horrific murder.
Guardians, protectors, God of guardians, protection,
Yeah.
and protectors. So that's easy
you
enough
can
to
do
work
something
with.
with that.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh my fucking god. We have 10 people watching.
We had like 11 now.
The cleric goes away and has hushed chat in the corner with someone. Kalen,
No.
where's Kalen standing right at this moment?
I don't know. She's just kind of wandered in and then she's standing somewhere. I don't know. Where do you want her to be?
Well, I'm.
Where's the
I'm
most
not the
dramatic place for
player.
it to be?
Where's the most dangerous place?
Is she sort of stood near the doors of the
Yes.
temple?
Roughly,
Can
yes.
you and you alone make me a perception check?
Oh boy. This better
Oh
be good.
boy. This better be terrible. 16 plus 1.
17.
17.
You smell.
Tell
you,
me.
you smell out on the streets the slightest hint of brimstone on the air.
Dragon skip? Dragon bait? Dragon bait, where are you? Oh wait, wrong. That's the wrong campaign, guys. Sorry.
Dragon Bates followed us.
Dragon bait, where? I miss Dragon bait already.
Oh, poor Dragon Bait.
Hurry up, Tim and
He's
Annihilation.
still with you.
Does that mean they succeed? Does that mean they succeeded? If he's here, does that mean they succeeded?
He has a point.
No, I'm still
Um,
dying.
There's more than one way that brimstone can be around. It's just saying.
I'm gonna investigate that. I can hear myself from somewhere else.
Don't think it's me. Is it
Not
me?
me.
It's not me.
Who's
One
echoing,
minute, let me
bitches?
have a look. Speak again, Tanny.
Hello there. That's from Sean.
It's Sean.
Sean, you.
It didn't
damn
come
it,
up on
Sean.
anything. It didn't come up on anything of mine.
It's on yours.
For us.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it either way.
Okay.
Well, put headphones on it, you little. I can't.
Oh dear.
It's not that bad, don't worry.
Okay, fine. I'll investigate it.
Oh, we left.
Oh, Sean. I'm sorry, Sean.
No,
Come back, I love you. Sean,
You
come back, I
walk
love
out
you.
onto the street,
I,
and just at the end of the road, you see a tiefling. In
A tiefling?
in a black formal suit, holding a book,
okay.
and he looks at his arm and he says, "Yes, this is the right time now."
No!
Wait, what?
Huh?
No! You're
Oh.
not. Is that him?
What?
What?
Wait, what? What's going on?
No, so this is my backstory. What are you doing? This is my backstory we're exploring here.
Oh shit! Why
Of all the
is he
times
here?
you up.
Why is he here?
What the
Ah,
I'm so confused.
Right, so
there you
hello?
are.
is he looking at
He
me?
looks around, and then as soon as he
Excuse
sees
me?
you, ah, There you are. He beckons you
Me?
forward.
I move forward. It's
Talon,
where's it always been? Yeah. Where's it always
I've
been?
been looking for you.
Do any of us see this?
You have?
Were you all still in the
We're also in the
temple?
temple.
getting
You're in the
sorted out?
temple.
Okay.
Kaelin just walked out of the door as you're waiting for the person to come back.
I'm just reading the Twitch chat. It's quite.
He turns the book round. Now, I've come to collect on a certain debt that is owed.
Oh.
He turns the book round,
Okay.
and in the book is a signed contract.
Oh, for
And
fuck's
as he
sake.
opens the book, it unfurls.
Oh no.
What did
It's
you
who-
do?
it's who
What have you done?
I don't know what I've done. But if I'm thinking this is who I think it is, I'm fucked.
He holds his hands up.
Okay.
It's very simple. We're just collecting on the debt. You don't need to worry.
Yet.
Anything else?
We just need you to collect one simple thing and return it to us. It's really easy.
Very well.
We
What is
just
it?
need a simple
is it you
iron
need?
bar.
Iron bar. That's it.
Iron.
Made of iron, about this long, and he holds his fingers up about this far apart.
Okay. Okay, I see it.
Doesn't need to be too thick. And that will completely clear the debt you owe.
Fair enough. Very well.
And you don't want to know what happens to the people who don't pay the debts.
I know. Fine, I'll get you an iron bar. And that's it.
Yes, it's a simple.
That sound.
It's a simple transaction. You got the thing you wanted when you asked us. And now we're asking you to return the favour.
Of course.
I'm already suspicious. Not just Talon. I'm already suspicious of this.
Seriously, like it was like way before the stream.
He
started,
holds.
so you missed
He
it.
holds his hand up and flips his fingers around, and in his hand is a small card that wasn't there when he first held his hand up. It just appears as he flips his fingers round, and he hands you this.
And all the little kids go like. Ooh,
He hands
and
you
clap.
this small card that
I
is
take it.
basically it's a business card. It's got an address on it.
Thank you. Can I read it, please? Tell me, what does it say? And I want everyone to hear it.
It says send nudes.
Yes, it does. Can I stop for that?
It just says it says a house on the edge of town where you can
Fair
drop
enough.
the iron bar.
Got it.
Ooh.
I just say
It
to
does
him,
actually-
I said,
it-
tell Mephi I
It
said
does
hi.
actually have on the back of it, have you been injured at work? Trip or fall anywhere.
It's
Cool
very
now.
real estate. Just, Kaelin just says, say hi to Mephi for me, unless that's Mephi himself.
It isn't. It
It
isn't
isn't,
him himself.
but he's working with
for
him,
him.
right? Say hi to Mephi for me. We call him Mephi.
You know well enough not to call the boss by that name. but I will pass on your greeting.
But she did it.
You know. Just gotta make sure, right?
Sean says the card says follow final boss fight. Oh no, it's a different one.
Oh, never mind. She'll follow.
How to enlarge your P ******. Shocking but true.
Shocking news.
That's
5-way.
fuck you.
It's one of those cards that
Yeah.
changes whoever. Maybe it's one of those cards who changes when whoever looks at it.
Fuck you!
as
Shut
soon
up!
as soon as
Wow.
Talon looks at it, it's 5 ways to look younger. Number 4 will stun you. Doctors hate number 5.